Hello, it's the Randy Duck and welcome back for another video. This time we're featuring the Draugen, the Tier 8 Swedish premium tank. I've had this on my channel a few times, this tank, but you know, it's a Draugen, it's fun to play, so why not? The first one we are top tier. It's an old replay. We're platooned up with Swindle and Rossi, I believe, and we're on proc with no fun police. Lucky me. It is an old replay. You can see it's when they still had the filters on the proc, so it does look a little bit darker, a little bit blue. I wasn't a fan. I'm glad the filters have gone, but I don't know. Maybe other people liked it. And this is probably an example, if I'm honest. I'm in the Draugen and I'm memeing because I just want to find a full HESH because it's, you know, I'm top tier, and who doesn't like 480 alpha in your HESH rounds? But it's probably, you know, there we go, roll for, you know, low roll for 4.7 on that light with a HESH pen. But this video is probably an example of why firing full HESH all the time in the Draugen is not always the best thing to do. Sometimes it really works, which I've got a replay coming up in this video to show you when it does work. Sometimes, yeah, not so much. You're better off just firing the APCR to get those pens. That shot there, you know, I didn't take much time aiming that shot purely because, you know, I'm poking on this ridge. I don't want to get penned while I'm trying to take a shot. So I'm trying to expose myself for as little as time as possible because you see I am detected here. People are aiming in on me. And if I stay still for too long looking for that shot, they're going to get that shot into me. So that's why I'm not really taking as much time with the shots. I see that one on Super Hellcat. Might actually hit that one with APCR with a bit of a shell velocity, but wasn't going to do that one with the HESH rounds. I'm trying to get a shot into the superstructure, which I managed to pull off, and we pen and kill that Sturm Panzer, which is nice. And yeah, I don't, you know, I like tanks actually go on the other side of the map. So I've got a good chance of actually picking up a lot of assistance damage here because obviously I like tanks not there. I am, you see, I'm spotting all these stuff which are poking. And I'll get a couple of shots from Swindle and his Barras there, putting us up to 1,000 spotting assistance. And at this point it's just a case of keep lighting the enemy team up, keep trying to get shots in until I sort of work an angle. But I take the risk of pushing the bowl. I do take 2 shots in return, but I also get quite a bit of a spotting assistance for it. I did this because I thought, you know, I know there's no fun police for a start, as well as the fact that I've got support by Rossi and Sai there, so I know if I do spot stuff up, I am going to manage to pick up a bit of assistance from it. Here we go. I would have penned that with APCR, but I didn't quite manage it with the HESH rounds. But we do get another shot in there, putting us up to sort of 1,200 damage. And now I'm just trying to keep them spotted. I'm only on 646 hit points, so it's not ideal. But you know, there's no fun police. So I'm not going to get like splashed by that. We try and get a shot into the Barras there. Unfortunately, we don't quite manage to get in. Like again, I didn't let it fully aim, but that's because I didn't. You know, I don't want to take the shots in return. There's too many tanks looking at me. But I do want to get rid of him because he's a bit of a pest. He's going to keep me spotted there. So this time I actually try and aim a little bit more. And I do get the kill, but I do eat one in return. And now I'm on a one-shot to a lot of these tanks. But I have picked up almost 4k spotting assistance for my trouble. So it's not been too bad. I just got to be a little bit more careful now, being the fact that I am a one-shot. Every time I poke up, something's looking at me. Looking like it's probably that Super Hellcat. We do snap one into him, taking him out. Like I said, I've been firing HESH this whole game. I think quite a lot of the shots here probably would have actually been better with the APCR. But as I say, it's 480 HESH pen with like 210 alpha. It's fun, you know. When it all works, it works. And you can get a lot of damage that way. I can see this Tiger 2. I was trying to get a shot into his engine deck. Again, I could have penned that of APCR. I only picked up 100 damage, not 390, which is obviously the standard penetration of the APCR. Go for the lower plate. Probably not going to pen at that angle, to be honest. Got 100 damage. Probably would have penned with the APCR. So again, I'm looking for a lower plate shot. And it is just my stubbornness of just repeating out going for the APCR shots. So going for the HESH shots rather than the APCR. But this time I can pen him if his Sturm Tiger stays like that. And I do roll for like 480. It's a nice average roll there. picking up sort of 4,000 assistance now, 2,000 combined. So pretty decent game. I'm waiting here because I know Swindle was going to spot. We penned the IS2 with the HESH rounds there in the lower plate, low rolled there for just under the max average damage roll. And then this Sturm Tiger's here. I go for the track shot, just hoping to pick up a little bit more assistance because I'm already on 4k. But then Swindle takes him out anyway. And yeah, he turns and repairs his track, so I don't get the assistance. But that's it for the first one. But I have 2 more replays to come. So stay with us, and I'll see you in a bit for the next replay of the video. Okay, so here we are for the second replay. This time we're on Vineyards, and it's a tier 9 lobby. Now in this replay I'm actually not going to use the HESH rounds, and I'm going to use the APCR rounds instead. And then obviously in the final replay we've got coming after this one, it's going to be the HESH rounds again, and that's obviously showing you when the HESH does work. This is more showing you when when the APCR works. The APCR, it's still a great tank with the APCR rounds because you make good credits. And it's got 390 alpha still, so it's still a fantastic tank. The HESH rounds are just, well, they're just fun, aren't they? So we're on Vineyards. We've got no found police to contend with. I'm going to push over and do what I usually like to do from this spawn. You can't do it from the opposite spawn, from the reverse spawn. It doesn't work nowhere nearly as good. And that's to try and push up and try and spot the enemy teams, because you often get a lot of campers at the back at the base, and I'm going to try and get up onto the ridge, spot the enemy team, and if they push down on me, I've got cover fire from my team, and I can potentially pick up a little bit of assistance for it. So we're going to push over, and as we do this, I wasn't expecting this light tank just to full send me, but yeah, he pays the ultimate price there. He gets 1 shot into me, and he gets left on 1 hit point. So not particularly a great trade up there for the for that tank there, for the light tank, but yeah, it works out okay for me really. We poke up, we spot this Iron Rain. Got to be a little bit careful with the Iron Rain, because obviously before it know it can take all your hit points away. But he's gone back down, so I'm going to quickly chance a shot into the Paladin. We managed to pull that off onto Paladin, picking up a little bit of extra damage. And at this moment I'm just poking up. I'm trying to get another shot for the Paladin, but in order to do so, I'd have to probably expose myself too much. So I decided that I was going to try something a little bit different and go round. I've still got the guns on the ridge line which can cover me, but I'm going to see if I can take care of this Paladin from a different angle, because I don't want to get stuck in a stalemate. And I want to just kind of progress on this game and get as much out of it as I can. So I thought the Paladin was by itself, so I thought I could just come in and just get rid of this guy. So we poke up, and as we do it, there's his T10, which I wasn't expecting to be there. So I get 1 shot into the Paladin, which I knew I could take out, but now I'm going to try and get out of there, because this T10, he has got full scent in his eyes, and that is what he is doing. He is literally just throwing himself at me. I'm making sure, you see when I'm retreating, I've got my turret behind me so I can get shots in. I do get a shot in, which is put him onto 1 shot. I need to make sure this shot pens, and I manage to finish him off. I do lose most of my hit points for it, but at the end of the day, the T10 was coming for me. There was nothing I could do, and if he wants to throw his tank away to try and take me out, by all means, because at the end of the day, it probably worked out better for our team, because we've just got rid of a dangerous tier 9 tank. But it has left me a little bit bruised. I'm only on 280 hit points now, so I'm a 1 shot to a lot of these tanks left in the game. I want to try and progress as quickly as I can, because I know there is an option to get assistance, because a lot of the team which will sort of hang around back at B4, B5 sniping, if I'm the first to spot them, obviously I'm going to get all the assistance. And I've already got 1,000 assistance of my own, so I would like to do that. But first we've got to get rid of this charioteer, because I can't push while he's there, because he's going to spot me. I'm going to get shot. So we get 1 in, don't finish him off, but he quickly gets shut down by a friendly team. Now I'm trying to lose the 6th sense as quick as I can so I can move. We do lose the 6th sense. Now I'm trying to make a beeline to try and pick up some assistance, because I don't think I get the spot on that Trinity, because I was a little bit behind. Or maybe I did, yeah, and I picked up quite, yeah, see what I mean? I've just picked up 1,000 assistance there, just by simply moving forward before my team move forward. That's all it is, and sometimes it pays to be aggressive like that to get the assistance. That's why I always run optics on every single tank I've got, because vision is just, I don't think there's ever a bad tank not to run optics on. Even if it's got really good view range, vision is key, because even if you've got max view range, all it does if you stack that vision is you start deducting the value of the enemy tank's camo, meaning that you're more likely to spot them. And yeah, like I say, that vision for me is everything. So I'm playing aggressive here, getting under the ridge. Even though I'm a one shot, I'm still gonna try my best to get the best out of I can. I'm hold down here, for them to full send me, they're gonna get shot by a lot of my teammates, and I'm just gambling on that they won't. But I got them stuck in the open there, and I'm suddenly up to just under 4,000 assistance. And all I did is move forward. That's literally what I did to get that assistance. But you just look at the mini map, you work out where your team is, and you can sort of then get a feel for it when you can actually move forward and when it's going to work. And yeah, now we've got this AMBT moving forward. We get one shot into him. It looks like he's going to get taken out by our team potentially. I'm going to try and see. I've got to be a little bit careful, because like I say, I am spotted, but I'm not detected. So no one's looking at me right now. But I want to see if I can spot anything else up, and see if I can get any more assistance, or maybe just get a bit of extra damage in where we can. So the unskinned paladin gets a shot into me, puts me on the one shot, which is not ideal, but we do get one into him in return. We're hoping to get a second one in it if possible, which we do, putting us up to 5,000 damage. And then we see this T-44, so we're looking to try and get a shot into him. Unfortunately, just sort of gets behind the ridge line before I do. Then I switch my attention, go back again. Maybe I should have just held off a little bit longer, because I might have got a shot in. Now he's behind cover. I can't get one in, he gets taken out. But we do shut down the Skoda, was a one shot, and it's just this Carnarvon AX, which is the unskinned paladin. We get one shot into him there. It's a 9 versus 1 now. This game's won. But it would be nice to get an extra kill in if possible. Now, I was going to go for the back of the turret because he's turning. But as I did that, he turned round. I went for the lower plate, fluffed my shot. And then he snapshots me and takes me out. So I don't manage to pick up that kill. But we do go on to have a good game. Despite that, picking up 2 kills, 5,500 damage, 4,000 assistance. And yeah, so decent game. Firing the APCR rounds, not the HESH, and one more replay to come. Okay, so here we are for the final replay of the video. We were on Lakeville, and we are joined with the legend of the Turkey tank, who is not in his usual light tanks. He's actually in the Shashka, the TD, and we're very top tier on this game, which means I know I can pen a lot of the targets with HESH. I also know I can be aggressive, and I probably got to be aggressive because we're so top tier, the game might not last that long. Well, it's a good chance, but they don't, because there's less damage in the game. So I'm going to play aggressively here and spot for my team, and we should be able to pick up a few assistance. Poor shot by me there, should have hit that, should have penned it. That was just bad, but I do pick up a little bit of assistance, come spotting all these tanks which is crossing. Get our first pen of the game, putting us on the board. And picking up just over 1,000 assistance as well. There is one front face to sort of contend with. His absolution's not great for HESH because he's got a lot of spaced armour, to be honest, but I had it loaded and we get one shot into him there. Backing up a little bit here because I'm detected. Sort of by looking on the map, the enemy team's pushed up quite far on the 1-2 line. So I want to try and get rid of this stuff as quickly as I can. So, like I say, because I am top tier, I know I can be more aggressive, and I have been. I've pushed all the way up here to make sure I keep everything lit up and to try and see if I can get any shots in. I was going to go for a shot in this light tank, but I was detected for too long. I didn't know what was shooting at me, so I pulled back down, didn't risk a shot. We do get a pen there, though, into that American TD. We've got some little... We're using this sort of rock here to keep ourselves as hold down as we can, as safe as we possibly can, make it awkward for the enemy team to get shots in. Get a pen on that Craft Panther there, and while picking up 3,000 assistance in return, because we are, sometimes that aggression pays off. And we've lit the enemy team, so we're getting all the assistance for it. Now I'm just trying to work out if I can get any shots into anything coming behind me. Just looking for any different shots. Can't really see any, so I'm going to try and spot something again. This craft panther's kind of annoying. He's in my way, but he turned thankfully for me, so he allowed me to get a shot in and take him out. I want to try and push in behind the enemy teams on the 1-2 line as quickly as I can, because this game is getting away from us. You know, it's been a quick game as I sort of suspected at the start. We get a pen into that Yahtzee. We bounce one because the Draugen's Armour can be really troll at times, especially if you're going against sort of APCR rounds. And now there's only 5 tanks remaining. We know exactly where they are, and we want to come behind them so we can pen them from behind with the HESH. Just got to get rid of this Hummel first, which we do. And yeah, now I've just got to get in there as quickly as I possibly can before the damage disappears from us. So in behind, we've got shots into the back of this Tiger Pete. We low roll with the HESH pen, but we do get one into him. There's only 2 tanks, and this game is gone in a flash, really. We get our second pen in. There's only the Huntsman left, and we're going to try and see if we can get another shot into him before this game's over with. We do get another sort of full HESH pen in the rear. Sorry, we low roll again with the HESH pen. Coming in behind, we give him a little love tap, and then we finish him off, picking ourselves up the 7th kill of the game. And considering this game was only 3 minutes 19 seconds long, so not a very long game, we still managed to pick up 7 kills, 4,500 damage, 3,600 assistance, and the ace tanker. So yeah, nice little quick, fast action game to end with. Hope you enjoyed it, and as always, happy tanking.
Hadouken!